Good morning, students. Today in this class we are going to continue with our techniques of management given by F.W. Taylor. Today in this class we are going to learning method study, motion study, time study, fatigue study or fatigue study and differential P-switch system. And before going to discussing about this techniques, just we're going to glance about that in previous class what we have learned. In previous class we have learned about the functional foremanship. Okay, here that functional foremanship. Once again I'll repeat. Remember that example, that means single person, that means the production manager cannot take that all the activities by the one person, so that Taylor has introduced this functional foremanship. And also planning and execution they have introduced, that means in planning and execution is called as a functional foremanship. And Taylor has classified that this functional foremanship into two categories. They have classified into two types, that is planning in charge and production in charge. In planning in charge we have that 4 personnel, and production in charge also we have that 4 personnel. Let us discuss the first planning in charge. Here that planning in charge we have that instruction card clerk, route clerk, time and cost clerk, disciplinary. What is that instruction card clerk? That means the instruction card clerk, he will give a instruction to the workers at workplace. At the time of production, this instruction card clerk will give an instruction to the workers. Is called instruction card clerk. Next, route clerk. What is that route clerk? Suppose some worker, any one worker is feeling that it's a very difficult method in the production. That means the route clerk will give a very good route, or he will show the way to increases productivity. He is called route clerk. What is route clerk? Route clerk, he will show the way to production to the workers. And next is we have that time and cost clerk. Time and cost clerk, time is nothing but what is the time we have taken to perform the job, and cost clerk, he will give you the information about that what is the cost occurred at the time of production. Is called time and cost clerk. And also time and cost clerk, they will prepare the timetable to produce a product. And next we have the disciplinary. Disciplinary is nothing but he will making a rules, a regulation for maintaining a discipline at workplace, is called disciplinary. These are called planning in charge. Once again, planning in charge we have that instruction card clerk, route clerk, time and cost clerk, disciplinary. Next we have that production in charge. The production in charge we have that gang boss, speed boss, repair boss, inspector. Gang boss. What is called gang boss? Gang boss, he will prepare that machineries, tools, equipment to the production, is called gang boss. Next, speed boss. He will increase the speed in the or at the time of production, or else he will suggest that how to increase the speed at the time of production to the workers, is called speed boss. Next, repair boss. Repair boss, the name only itself only indicates repair. That means this boss, repair boss, he will help to that any repairs for the machines or tools or equipment, he will going to help to repair that machinery or tools. And next, inspector. Inspector will going to check the quality of the output, is called inspector. This is all about that functional foremanship propounded by F.W. Taylor. And next we are going to learning that next techniques, that is method study, motion study, time study, fatigue study and differential P-switch system. In 4 marks if they ask, you can write among that 6 or 7 technique, you can write any 4 technique in the examination. Now we're going to discussing that method study. Method study, the name only indicates that method study. The objective of method study is find out one best way of doing the job. Understood? That means when we are doing the work at the production department, we have the different methods, but the method study gives a very good method to produce a product. This method, it will start till that raw material. It start with raw material till the final products to produce. This products has been delivered to the customers. Understood? This is called method study. Once again, I'll repeat. What is method study? Method study will shows that a very good way for doing the job. And next we have that motion study. What is called motion study? Can just look at the slide. In that slide, motion study refers to the study of movements like lifting, putting, objects, sitting, changing the position. Understood? The main objective of motion study is eliminating the unnecessary job or unnecessary task. With that, we can complete the job with effectively. That means in an organization, all that workers, they should know that all the work, because of in a manager, if any one absence of workers, the manager can allot that work to the any worker. He has to perform that job. So that is the reason the workers should know that all the job in the workplace. That means, once again I'll repeat, motion study. That means it is a movement of lifting, putting, changing the position. With this, we can eliminate the unnecessary job or a unnecessary task. With this, we can complete the job with effectively or efficiently. And next, time study. It is a very easy. You can just see that time study. The name only indicate what is the time I have taken to perform the job. That means what is the time the worker has to taken to perform well-defined job. It is called time study. For example, Mr. A is a worker, is working in the production department. He started work from morning till the afternoon. He has completed the task. That means this A person, what is the time taken to perform that a particular task or a job is called time study. Once again, I'll repeat, time study. Time study is nothing but what is the time taken to perform well-defined job. And next we have that fatigue study. Fatigue study is nothing but the worker is working continuously. It is a very difficult, we can expect to increase his productivity, because the manager has to understand human feeling. Even if the worker cannot work in a 24 hours, they should have that some rest. That means fatigue study as concentrating to give a time interval, a break to the workers. With that break, a worker can increases their efficiency, or it can increases that energy level. After that comes that interval, he can produce that more number of output or more number productivity, or increases productivity. Understood? Once again, I'll repeat. Fatigue study is nothing but manager will give time interval for an employee or a workers at workplace. With that, they can increase that stamina. With the stamina, the productivity will increase. Is called fatigue study. And next, we have that differentiation piece wage system. And also here, in 1 marks, we can expect who introduced that differential piece wage system or differential piece wage plan. Who introduced? The answer is F.W. Taylor. What is the differential piece-weight system? Here, differential piece-weight system is nothing but Taylor given an importance. Taylor has shows that a very importance to that efficient worker. In an organization, they have the two kinds of workers. That means efficient worker and inefficient worker. That means the efficient worker, they will get a very good salary. Understood? Or a more wages. Inefficient worker, he will not get a very good income or a wages, because depends upon that how much that worker has worked in a company, the management will give you that a very good incentive or a very good salary. Is called differential piece wage system. With that, inefficient worker can also attract to get a more money. He can show that interest. With that interest increases production, and we can minimize that wastages and maximize the profit. Once again, I'll repeat. Differential piece-weight system was introduced by the F.W. Taylor. F.W. Taylor, simple, that means they have telling that more efficient worker will get more or a very good salary. Inefficient worker will not get a very good amount or a salary for his work. Understood? That means he is encouraging to the workers to work more. With that increases the productivity, and also it increases profit. This is called differential piece wage system. With this, the techniques of management has been finished. Understood? In the next class, we are going to they have that last topic called mental revaluation. Already we have that learned mental revaluation in scientific principles. What is mental revaluation? Here, mental revaluation involves changes in attitude of workers and management towards one another, from competition to cooperation. Understood? Can just look at the picture. That means if they have the two, that means manager or a worker, they don't have a understanding, it will leads to less profit or a less productivity. This mental revaluation is giving or telling about that the both are important to the organization, and also they should understand each other. With that, competition to the cooperation. In a workplace or at workplace, we should not have that competition. Instead of competition, the Taylor has telling that cooperation is important. Is called mental revaluation. Once again, I'll repeat. This mental revaluation you can expect compulsory for 2 marks in section B. First question will be this mental revaluation. That means mental revaluation is nothing but changes in the attitude of management towards one another, from competition to cooperation. This is called mental revaluation. In the next class, we are going to learning about the Henry Fayol 14 principles of management, or Henry Fayol modern or a general management to the. This we can learn in the next class. Thank you.